Have you ever wondered if there's a systematic way to tackle your debt without feeling overwhelmed? Well, you're not alone. Debt can feel like a dark cloud hanging over your head, but there's a silver lining. Mastering the art of debt management is a valuable skill that can bring relief and financial freedom. Imagine a life where debt doesn't control you. Intriguing, isn't it? Stay tuned as we dive into a step-by-step guide on managing your debt effectively. First and foremost, you need to understand your debt. But what does that mean? Well, it means being fully aware of the details of your financial obligations. It's about knowing how deep the pool is before you dive in. The first step is to know the total amount you owe. This could be from student loans, credit cards, mortgages, or any other sources of debt. It's crucial to have this number in mind, as it will serve as the starting point of your debt management journey. Next, understand the interest rates attached to each debt. High interest rates can make a significant difference in the total amount you'll end up paying. They can turn a small debt into a mountain, so it's essential to keep track. Lastly, familiarize yourself with the payment terms. Are there penalties for late payments? Can you make additional payments without penalties? Knowing these details can help you strategize your payments more effectively. Once you have a clear picture of your debt, you can start planning how to tackle it. Now that you understand your debt, it's time to create a plan to manage it. Sounds daunting, right? But it doesn't have to be. The first step in creating a debt management plan is prioritizing your debts. There's no one-size-fits-all approach here, as it largely depends on your unique financial circumstances. However, a common strategy is to focus on debts with the highest interest rates first, as these are the ones that can grow the fastest if not addressed. Next, it's time to create a budget. This isn't just about cutting back on your lattes, it's about understanding where your money goes each month and identifying areas where you can reduce spending. Start by listing your fixed expenses, like rent or mortgage payments, and then move on to variable expenses, such as groceries and entertainment. Don't forget to factor in your debt repayments as well. Once you have a clear picture of your income and expenses, you can start setting realistic payment goals. This involves deciding how much you can afford to pay towards your debts each month. Remember, it's important to be realistic here. Don't set yourself up for failure by aiming for a goal that's out of reach. Instead, choose a goal that's challenging but achievable. In the end, the key to successful debt management is consistency. Stick to your plan, make your payments on time, and gradually, you'll see your debt start to decrease. With a solid plan in place, you're already halfway to conquering your debt. So, you've got your plan, but how do you make sure you stick to it? Here's the thing, it's all about consistency. Without it, even the best laid plans can crumble. So let's talk about how you can stay on track with your debt management plan. Firstly, setting reminders can be a game changer. Use your smartphone, a good old-fashioned calendar, or even sticky notes. Just make sure you have a visual cue that keeps you accountable. Secondly, track your progress. Seeing how far you've come can be a powerful motivator. It can be as simple as a tally on your fridge or as intricate as a spreadsheet. Make it work for you. Lastly, stay motivated. Remember why you started this journey. Keep your end goal in sight. It might be tough, it might be challenging, but it will be worth it. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to managing debt. Managing debt may seem like a daunting task, but with the right steps, it becomes manageable. Let's briefly recap what we've learned today. Understanding your debt is the first step towards financial freedom. It's important to know what you owe, to whom, and at what interest rates. Next, we discussed creating a debt management plan. This involves setting a budget, deciding on a repayment strategy, and sticking to it. Remember, consistency is key. In the fourth scene, we emphasize the importance of staying on track. It's easy to get distracted or lose motivation, but remember that every payment brings you closer to a debt-free life. And finally, we've reached the end of our journey through debt management. It's not an easy road, but with patience, discipline, and the right tools, you can conquer your debt and regain control of your financial future. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with others who might benefit. Remember, tackling debt is much easier when you're not doing it alone.